Morning everyone, welcome back. Thank you for joining me again. It is the most beautiful day at the plot. It's so cold and frosty, but it is just so lovely. So I've literally only just popped down here today just to I want to measure up the it was like a mini shed that was on the side of my shed, and all of the wood was falling off. It was all rotting, and I was going to turn it into a cold frame, but I think I am going to turn it back into a storage, just because the amount of pots that are kind of sitting in my shed and that were already here, but I just don't want to throw them away if I don't need to, and all the netting and things. So I just thought, well, it's half built anyway, I'll just go and grab some wood from B&Q. So, and they cut it there and then for you for free. So I thought that'd be perfect. So if I get it measured up today, if I get time today, I'll go pick it up and then bring it back tomorrow to start building. And I also bought a load of tulips because they were 50p from B&Q. So I just grabbed a bunch, but I'm hoping I'm not too late in the day. So someone said you can do it all through December, but I think now that the frost is here, I think I may be too late. But I've got my coffee, growing my own happiness, which is lovely. My partner bought this for me, so yeah, I thought I'd just get a couple of bits done, and then so it might make it like a weekend vlog, I think, and see how it goes. But yeah, so I'm just going to crack on. I think I'm going to measure up the storage first. I'll quickly show you actually. So this is it here in the graveyard, as I'm now going to call this. Or maybe I should call it a scrapyard, because I'll probably still use it. Let's call it a scrapyard. But so this is the cold frame. So it used to sit along this back wall of the shed, and the majority of those little panels were coming off. So I'm just going to buy a piece of wood to go across the front and go across the side, and then put like a little hinge on the front of it, and it should be okay. The top is completely waterproof. When I first got in there, everything was completely dry in there, but the floor is starting to go a little bit rotted as well. And I think I'm going to plant some of the tulips in these pots, these big ones. I've got no idea what's that, but I think I'm just going to plant them in there because they're nice and deep, so I can get the tulips deep as well. And that'll be another nice thing to look forward to for the spring. So these are all the tulips I picked up. These are the ones that I got for 50p each. These ones I've already popped a few in the garden, or in some pots at home even, should I say. It's not really a garden yet, but and then these were the other ones I picked up beforehand. So I'm just going to stick, I think, a couple in now, and I'm going to take some home, because when I go to B&Q I'm going to pick up some bigger pots as well, to plant them in. And then I'm just going to pop them in here. So I've emptied this one out, and I took everything up the top, but the ground's really hard already. Well, the soil is really hard, so I am worried that I've left this far too late, but at least I know for next year, not a problem. So we'll see how we go. Perfect, so they are all in. So I've gone with the Angelique just at the front, about here somewhere, and then I've done the Allium Purple Sensations and the Hyacinths. I'm hoping I've put them in. Yep, kind of around the back, like one hyacinth, one allium, one hyacinth, one allium. So I have done it by the instructions. that they say at the top here, only because I've never done these before, and I'm hoping that if I just follow the rules, it should all work. So I'm going to try and do this one and this one as well and see what I can get in there. I might do some of the jimmies in there. Apologies. So yeah, I'll do some of the jimmies and some of the elegant ladies and just mix them up a little bit. I think that might look quite nice. And then I think I'll save the other big one at the back just for things like this, because I think they need slightly deeper, if I'm not mistaken. So and a little bit further apart, so I'll save them for those. So they're all planted up, and I did find my little signage bits as well, so I've managed just to write in there what they are, just in case if they do actually work, and I really like them. I'll know for next year as well which ones to kind of repurchase. So quite pleased. I think they are too late, to be honest with you, because the ground was so hard, and some of them had actually already started to sprout, so I don't know, but it was worth a shot. I had them, I had the soil, had the pots, might as well have given it a go. So I think that's it for the allotments. I'm just going to pop to B&Q, grab some wood, see if they can cut it down for me, and I can come back tomorrow and get this done. And I may even grab some pots as well. So I'm going to take the tulips home with me, maybe do a couple of pots at home as well. I have got one going, which I already had a big massive pot, so it was really deep, really wide, which was perfect. So I've popped them into there, but I might see if I can grab another one and just see if they've got some soil there as well. So yeah, I will see you tomorrow.